Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Temur Pteramander Delver. Today we are playing Grixis Control. This is match 1 of 3. Posted the deck tech this morning, so make sure you check out that deck tech if you want to know what this deck is about and what's going on. The link is in the description of this video. So here we have an opening hand, which is pretty good. 2 lands, and we have some threats. Not the fastest land, and not the fastest hand in the world. We don't have any cantrips, for example, but it's decent. It's decent. And we draw our Serum Vision, so there we go. That corrects the problem. Let's attack with our little Salamander Drake first, because, you know, it's funny. Force of Negation is actually a pretty good draw. We don't need both of those, but Serum on top is fine. While this game gets started, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. That would really go a long way in supporting the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Of course, hitting that thumbs up as well if you enjoyed this match. Alright, so we got a lightning bolt. We got a bunch of stuff in our hand. It's been filling up quite nicely. Now we are going to protect our Pteramander. Protect the queen strategy. Even with a Pteramander. Kind of funny to call it a queen, but that's fine. Let's attack in. So we're just pinging our opponent here. 1 for 1. We're not overcommitting to the board, obviously. So Stubborn Denial comes down. We're not overcommitting to the board. We could have slammed Tarmogoyf there, but I kind of wanted to keep my mana open. Just in case. Okay, so there goes Tarmogoyf. Snakeskin Veil coming in a tad too late, but that's okay. We're still going to attack in here. We are 1 mana off from adapting, so we'll just wait. End of turn, we could always Lightning Bolt our opponent. Alright, no, never mind. Now I'm just going to protect our Pteramander. So I learned a very valuable lesson. I think I mentioned that in my deck tech this morning. So I just protected my Pteramander with Snakeskin Veil, put a 1/1 counter on it, and now I can't adapt because adapt's wording is very specific, and if it has no +1/+1 counters, and here you go, this is the warning I was kind of ignoring, and I was like, no, I want to adapt, and I paid anyway because it allows you to pay, obviously, and I didn't get it to adapt, so it was very embarrassing, and obviously I like to show these embarrassing moments just to show you that, you know, it happens to anybody. And, yeah. I'm being a good sport about it. But I was really pissed off. But it's okay. We're going to get Hooting Mandrills down anyway. A 2/2 flyer is still pinging in there. So let's just slam down our Hooting Mandrills and essentially force them to not attack with their Tasigur. That's essentially what's happening here. Snapcaster Mage, sure. They're going to reach for Bolt and we'll most likely counter that Bolt with Force of Negation. Yeah. So they don't attack. We draw Mana Leak, which is fine. We'll keep pinging our opponent here. Again, they pretty much can't attack in. If attack with Snapcaster, I'll let it through, most likely. Yeah, so we're going to play Mana Leak here. Again, protecting our 2/2 Pteramander. Which is kind of funny. Kind of curious to see what's in our opponent's hand. They have 4 cards in hand, which is kind of scary. I'm not going to do anything here. We're just going to trample through and kill our opponent. Of course, it really depends what's in their hand. Okay. Gotcha. Nothing. Cryptic Commands. They needed that 4th land. Got it. Alright, so we learn a valuable lesson. At least we learned it in game 1. Veil of Summer makes sense here. You can see I'm trying to think, okay, what am I going to take out? I usually go for Thought Scours. Tarfire doesn't seem necessary. It looks like our opponent's more on the control side, less on the aggro side. And Tarfire's not going to do much against Tasigur, let's be honest. Blood Moon would definitely punish our opponent's mana base, so another good card to have. Let's see if we even draw it here. It would have been beautiful if we had a Blood Moon right now, because we have the perfect mana, starting mana, I should say, for a Blood Moon. It's exactly what you want. You want a Steam Vents, a Forest, and a way to get an island, but no Blood Moon. Alright, Mana Leak and Pteramander, I believe, is what we saw there. Put both on top. Of course, it doesn't really matter, because we're probably going to matter, I should say, not matter, but we're probably going to fetch next turn. We'll see. So we get Thoughtseize, Mana Leak goes away. Yep. As I said. Styxing Veil is pretty good here. Stomping Ground, yeah, bottom, top, perfect. Let's see if that Delver survives. If it does, it'll flip. And then we'll have a way to protect it properly. Nope. Didn't survive. Alright, well, we'll play Pteramander, most likely. Yep. And we're just going to go with Tarmogoyf. Let's see what they have. Time to put pressure. They're at 12. And there's a good chance Bone Crusher would be coming down at some point soon, so now would be a good time to have Tarmogoyf and Pteramander on the battlefield. Opponent can still have Fatal Push, but now we also have Veil of Summer and Styxing Veil, so beautiful. Very beautiful hand to have here. Nothing. So we're not going to do anything at all, and we'll continue. Yeah, so that's going to resolve here. We don't really have a choice. There goes Pteramander. I'm sure my opponent never thought they'd put Drake on Plague Engineer, but there it is. Mana Leak would have been great last turn. The problem here is we got Death Touch. And that's a bit annoying. So I think I'm just going to attack in, bite the bullet. Obviously they're going to block here. Yeah. Now I might go Hooting Mandrills. Yeah, Hooting Mandrills. This way I have Mana Leak up, and I can handle whatever they're going to be casting next turn. So, you know, keep that play in mind. Pretty important here. You're always playing the tempo game. There you go. Here's an example. Of course, they might have a counter to that leak, but they don't. So, let's see what they got. Another Terminate. Okay, well, you can only do so much against 2 Terminates in hand, but now they're down to 5. So let's play our Goyf, and we have protection for it as well. It pretty much has lethal, but they'll probably cast Bone Crusher Giant here. That's my guess. Snapcaster Mage. Terminate. Cool. Go for it. So yeah, Veil of Summer so I can draw. Hooting Mandrills. Decent draw. And a Pteramander. Cool. So let's attack in here. If they don't block, we win. They block, obviously. Smart move. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here. Bone Crusher Giant. Sure. So here I'm thinking, okay, I could boost Tarmogoyf. Or not. So let's attack in and see what happens. So if I was playing conservatively, I would do nothing here. Let's see. I think I do nothing. Okay. Because I could have just adapted there and ended the game. But our opponent is threatening exactly that. So I didn't want to do it because I would have to tap out and I would have no way to protect Pteramander, and then we would have a huge tempo loss. So correct move there, not adapting. And yeah, we're putting both on top. Now I can probably cast Hooting Mandrills. I could have also kept that mana up for Force of Negation, but no, it's fine. We have Snakeskin Veil. Mostly what we're afraid of at this point is removal. GG's, we got it. All right, cool. We made good work of Grixis control here. Again, a lot of it comes down to playing smart. We didn't get to adapt Pteramander, partially because of my fault, at least in game 1. But again, there were still some important plays I wanted you all to see here. For more seasoned Delver players or Tempo players, this all seemed very logical to you. But for some of you that are still learning or interested in these types of decks, I'm hoping that the little, the gameplay that you saw here and the decisions helped you out. When to overcommit to the battlefield, when to undercommit to the battlefield. You're not always going for the kill if you feel like your opponent might have an answer, like we saw in that last game. The last few turns, I could have adapted our Pteramander and won the game, but it would have also been bolted in response, so we didn't do it. And we won as a result of those sequences. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this match in the comment section down below. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share my content on social media. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Sharing especially on social media really goes a long way. I would really appreciate it. If you want to go a bit further and support me on Patreon, join my ever-growing Patreon community. Check out the Patreon link in the description of the video as well. All the information is on Patreon, but basically you get some of your money back at the end of every year in the form of magic cards. Then the longer you're a patron, the more you get, but all the information is in the tiers. Check that out. Thanks, and have a good one.